Cleveland, Ohio is the scene for the Wizards. A throwback big who gives his all around the rim. Jared Allen seems ready for action as they await tip-off against the Cavaliers. Wizards, Cavs, tip-off coming right up. Hi everyone, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Hi everyone, this is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. And checking out some numbers for him.
And he's tailed off in the last 10 games when it comes to his D. You can see his steals are down, but he's not playing with the same intensity that he had to begin with. The coaching staff gotta get him motivated.
And now Washington's starting group. They've got Jared Allen. Bobby Portis out there with Clark. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Hardy in at the two-guard spot. And for the Cavaliers, they've got Evan Mobley. He's out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Coleman in at the shooting guard. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Really left alone that time.
Well, when Zion is hitting jumpers, it's almost unfair.
Here's Poole. Three-pointer. Wembanyama with the rebound. Bay against Poole. And Bay throws it down.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from D.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Mobley is screened. Coleman, the pass to Bay. Floats one. He lays it in.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
And here is Poole. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. From outside the arc. Bay, no good.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. The Cavaliers head coach and I got a chance to talk. We got to talking about Jordan Poole and how you deal with a player like him. Coach smiled and said, we want to be as disruptive for him as possible. Anything we can do to prevent him from getting into a rhythm, we'll do it. Keeping Poole off balance is the plan here, guys.
All right, David, thanks.
Evan Mobley might be a big man, but boy, how about the touch on that pass right there?
Pass to Clark.
Now into lineup for your Cavaliers, number 16, Damian.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Portis finds Allen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hardy. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for Cleveland. 4-point game. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
And I credit the shot selection in that one. It's hard to stay patient, but you see the reward.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. And I thought that team played a very smart game.
We know, Doris, at one point, the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about, when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
And stolen by Mobley. To the middle. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Let's take this chance to look at the teams that have been the league's most efficient passers this past month. Second, the Cavaliers.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
Now, here's Poole. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
MYNBA passes to Bay. He's covered by Clark. Some solid defense from Clark. Wizards trail by 6. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Hardy and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. The drive by MYNBA. The basket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
George is checked in for Jared Allen. The playoff picture coming into focus now, Greg, with a good portion of this regular season behind us.
And for the teams that are definitely in, they're trying to maintain momentum and health, right? But for the teams still clawing and fighting their way in, that's where it gets exciting.
Now, here is George. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Pass to Clark. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, George. Good D by Mobley.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Fades back, and MYNBA gets it to go. MYNBA's got 7 points in the game.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks. And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Clark. He's getting around 20 points per, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Now, here's Poole. Still scoreless. And George kicks to Clark. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Clark's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Wizards. MYNBA outside. Stolen by George. Pass to Poole. Down low. From downtown, that's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Williamson outside. Mobley up top, defended by George.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Tyson's checked in. And a switcher also for Washington. Rollins is checked in. Mobley, a screen on Poole. MYNBA trying to free himself up. No good on the shot. Wizards trail by 5. And the foul called on Alex Song. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Edwards, he's checked in for the Wizards. Pass to Tyson. Fires the 3. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Washington has gone 3 of 7 from 3-point range in the first quarter. Rollins. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And I'm here to check out the numbers for Victor Wembanyama. And he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
He has been a human highlight reel all season long. Clearly the best shot blocker in the game right now, and he has the numbers to back it up. Good on both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Pass to Mobley. Six on the shot clock. Fires from the wing, and the jumper is good. And so Poole will bring it up for the Washington Wizards, trailing by 5. George sets a screen for Poole. No good on the three.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
He rifled that one in from distance. That's 10 points for Victor Wembanyama.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Rollins the pass to Poole. Shoots the three. Mobley with the rebound.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And here's Poole for three. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 2020 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Who's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Cleveland moving it around. Here's the three. Rebound, Washington. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
Here's Tyson. Hasn't made one yet. Now, here's Mobley. And he's good on the three ball. And the Cavaliers lead by 13.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Sarr sets the screen for George. It's Edwards on the wing. Lets it go. Buries the 20-footer. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Here's Tyson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now, here's Poole. Outside, George. Sarr sets the screen for George. To the paint. And Sarr gets it to go on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Tyson. Edwards defending. The shot no good. Tyson. Wizards trail by 11. Here's Rollins. He had 15 points last out. Poole with no one around. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits. Poole's got 9 points.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Takes a three. A putback. Wembanyama on the foul. 14 points for him.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
There's 1:26 left to play here in the first. Rollins the pass to Poole. Clock at 6. Sarr sets the screen for Poole. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And they've got to get their heads into this game. They're giving the ball away far too easy.
And Cleveland making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. Second, the Cavaliers.
I think that's what really distinguishes them offensively. They really like to get out in transition.
Free throw good. Giannis.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Vince Williams is checked in for the Cavaliers. Here's Edwards. Washington again turning it over. Now a chance to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for him.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him earlier.
The Cavaliers leading by 11. For 3. Hits it from three-point range.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Poole after the Cavaliers pick up 3. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Looking back at the 2019 draft, Jordan Poole was picked number 28 in Doris. He's already experienced the highs and lows of the NBA.
Well, Kev, let's remember that was a stacked draft class, and I think what you've seen from Jordan Poole is this incredible ability to hunt shots, to be willing to be a focal point on the offensive end. Let's remember, he's won a championship in his career, and that's something you can never take away.
Now here's Giannis. They get it back. From deep. No good on that one. Sarr, the pass to Poole. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Cleveland, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Cavaliers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Joel Embiid out there with Evan Mobley. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Tyson in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball after the basket by Washington. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. He's got 11.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Just great use of the rim to shield the defender from the ball and finish on the reverse.
For Washington, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Now here's Mobley. Still without a basket. Fires the 3. They get it back. Edwards against Giannis. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Out to Edwards. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Buries it from three-point range.
That's his first triple of the second period, 3rd of the game.
Here's Rollins. 5 points in the game. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And we see, as in baseball doors, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. Do you think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly. The only criticism to me that's redundant is the pace of reviews, and the league is trying to streamline that to the best of their ability.
Here's Tyson. Inside, here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
Now you've got to play in pick and roll if you're in the NBA game. Evan Mobley, a very good screen setter and a nice roll there.
Allen inside, covered by Mobley. Mobley with the block, and he's able to get it back. Second chance shot. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Tyson. Plenty of space. Rebounded by Allen.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And here's Hardy. It's deflected. Pass to Tyson. A kick out to Mobley. Nailed from three-point land. Mobley's got 5 points so far.
Boy, everyone seems to want a three-point shot now. Clearly something Evan Mobley is working towards.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Rollins checked in for the Cavaliers. And a change for the Wizards. Poole's checked in for Rollins. And so Poole will bring it up for Washington. 15-point game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leading, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
George is checked in for the Wizards. Mobley, a screen on Poole. No one covered. 16 points for him.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Pass to George. Back to Poole. Shot to stop the run, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Cleveland leading by 15. Here's Coleman. Still yet to score. And it's off from three-point range. The Wizards have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Screen by Allen. Poole the pass to Allen. 6 to shoot. It's George on the wing. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. For Washington, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. And George drops them both.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect in line so far here in the second quarter.
And here's what the Cavaliers' schedule looks like. On Wednesday, the Milwaukee Bucks will come into town. And then on Friday, it'll be the Detroit Pistons coming into town.
And that game against Portland, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Tyson's checked in. Now here's Hardy. He had 16 points in the win against the Spurs in San Antonio. And Poole gets it to go.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one. The Cavaliers shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Dave's checked in, and a switcher also for Washington. Clark, he's checked in for Allen. Now, here's Poole. He's got 16. George sets a screen for Poole. To the inside. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Love to see Giannis get aggressive on defense, using that reach to track down the block.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Clock at 2. Here's Hardy. No good on the quick three.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
It's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. On defense, Washington trailing by 13.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Bucket is good. The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Williamson looking it over. Lets the 3 fly. It's good from long range. 22 points for him.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Clark outside, and they call an illegal screen here.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
Embiid, he's checked in for Mobley. Martin's checked in for Washington. Cleveland leading by 14. Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
Here's Poole following the score by Cleveland. Pass to Martin. Takes the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways, I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. And it's Bay with the ball for the Cavaliers. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. Giannis outside. Odd pass to Bay. No good that time.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Poole kicks to Martin. To the middle. Here's Clark. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in. Clark's got 10 points in the game.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Williamson against Clark. Lets it go from 14. Got that bucket. Williamson's got his second basket of the game.
That's just a case where he gets the space he needs and uses it to his advantage to make the jumper.
Poole the pass to Clark. Over Williamson. Bay pulls it in.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
George passes to Sar. Drives to the hoop. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. In fourth, the Wizards. The Cavaliers fifth.
I mean, both of these clubs rebounding at such a high rate. They're not just creating second chance opportunities, but even third and fourth opportunities at times.
The Cavaliers leading by 17. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Wizards. Clark's got 4 rebounds in this game. Bay against Poole. Sar with it. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against San Antonio.
And guys, he was also huge on defense, turning away 2 shots and altering countless more.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 three-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 26.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Outside, George. Inside, it's tipped. Embiid with the steal. Bay into the lane. Stolen by Martin.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to Sar. And it's Clark in the corner. Driving to the basket. Left side, George. Now, here's Poole. The shot's good on the assist by George. Poole's got 21 in the game.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
To the left wing. Here's Bay. Good on the three-point shot. And the Cavaliers lead by 17.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Now, here's Poole. Tight defense on him, and he recovers it. Shot clock at 6. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. The 3 from George. The shot, no good. Good D by Giannis.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
That 3 off the mark. Wizards trail by 17. Poole on the wing. Outside, George. Martin with a screen on Antetokounmpo. George, no good. Cavaliers shooting it quite well. 52% from the field in the second quarter. Back to Bay. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Alex Sar. For Cleveland, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Cleveland. Evan Mobley comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then for the Wizards, Portis comes in for George. And Marion subbed in for Martin.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Now, Poole, 21 points in the game. Pass to Sar. Count that one. Sar's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, what great body control you saw there. Laying it up and in despite having the defense draped all over him.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Please direct your attention to the second quarter. And get ready.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down.
We're in the home stretch. I don't know if I call these guys rookies now.
Yeah, and we have some pressure-filled games coming up in addition. And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Cavaliers.
I couldn't tell the difference between their second unit and the first. That's how top to bottom together they've been, man. Yeah, the others are shining like stars. Bench points have put this team over the top tonight.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. So on the floor for Washington, they've got Hardy. Allen is out there with Portis. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Clark in at the 3. And stolen by Williamson. Down low, here's Bay. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got 3 assists tonight.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Poole. Cavaliers with the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Coleman, the pass to Bay. Wembanyama sets a screen for Bay. Mobley outside. Back to Bay. Just 5 to shoot. For the 3. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one. Poole kicks to Allen. Portis, the pass to Poole. Back to Portis. Pass to Clark. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. And the Cavaliers making a change here. And so Clark nails both of them. The Cavaliers leading by 17. Now here's Mobley. Defended by Portis. Nice shot by Mobley. Mobley's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And here is Poole. 21 points in the game.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Holds it up there for Mobley. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Wow, that is some big-time airtime by Evan Mobley. My goodness.
Clark outside. Back to Poole. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Allen, that's good. Allen's got his first 2 points of the night.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Bay passes to Mobley. Beyond the arc. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Washington calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. Taking a look at Cleveland. They've got their eye on the number 1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And, of course, the Wizards. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And right now for the Cavaliers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
Portis, his first attempt of the game, finds the target. Portis has got his first bucket in this one. And it's Bay with the ball for Cleveland. MYNBA outside. Lets it go from deep. And they recover it. Second shot opportunity. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Hardy passes to Allen. He takes it in. And the rejection by MYNBA. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Cans it from downtown.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
Williamson outside. MYNBA outside. Mobley outside.
What you have to appreciate so much about Evan Mobley is his strong work ethic. This guy says he wants to be an all-time great, but he also puts in the work.
Wizards making a switch here. Czar's checked in. And both free throws good for Mobley. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you've got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change. +8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Poole. 21 points in the game. Wizards passing it around. Clark inside. Working on Williamson. 5 to shoot. Clark kicks to Portis. Pass to Poole. And stolen by Bay. By himself. And Bay throws it down.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Poole the pass to Clark. Portis a screen on Williamson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Cavaliers?
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Tyson's checked in. MYNBA looking it over. Puts up a 3. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And that one's good by Clark.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Bay sets a screen. And Czar pulls it down. Wizards trail by 21. Pass to Poole. Mobley against Portis. Here's Czar. And the rejection by MYNBA. Oh!
My goodness.
And that one is hammered home.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Czar sets the screen for Poole. Hits the three-point bomb. Poole's got 24 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
MYNBA, a screen on Poole. Again, the Cavaliers score. Washington has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Saw the pass to Portis. And a miss there on the triple. The Cavaliers leading by 22. Now here's Bay. He's got 21. The putback, MYNBA controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Poole, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Poole. Rollins checked in for Hardy. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Cleveland with the ball. Here's Tyson. That drops. Nice feed that time from MYNBA. MYNBA's got 3 assists now in this one. Poole with it. He's got 25. Pass to Portis. Back to Poole. Fires for 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
The offensive rebound. And it's MYNBA with the jam.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
No good from Clark. And so MYNBA will bring it out for the Cavaliers. Mobley, a screen on Poole. Here's Tyson. Drains it from beyond the arc. Tyson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Clark sets a screen for Poole. Pass to Rollins. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Rollins got 10 points in the game.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
To the right side. Bay. And Sarr pulls it down. The Wizards have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Pass to Poole. Here's Clark. Back to Poole. Just 3 to shoot. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. The tray. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. No good from Clark.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. He has 30.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
And here's Poole for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
And that one is stuffed right through.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Now, here's Poole. D right on him. Saw the pass to Portis. Connects from 3-point range. Portis has got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bay. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Then for the Wizards, George is checked in for Bobby Portis. And it's Edwards in for Clark. 1:12 left in the third quarter. Here's Rollins. 10 points for him. Near the three-point line, it's Poole, and he drops that one in. Poole's got 27. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Guarded by Poole. With the floater, and he sinks the layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Rollins. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. Poole, no good. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. They grab their own miss. Oh!
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. To the paint, and stolen by MYNBA.
The defender all over.
Jordan Poole, face first. Second team foul.
The Cavaliers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so he hits both. And so it's Cleveland out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. I've heard some players' doors propose that refs should be fined for missed calls, especially with the game on the line. What do you think?
Kevin, I couldn't disagree more. First and foremost, the level of accountability for NBA officials is unprecedented. And keep in mind, there is discipline for high-profile mistakes and mistakes of all kinds. Every single game, every single call is evaluated, and you see their progression in terms of, yes, they'll officiate in the playoffs, or no, they won't. We are right where we need to be.
And he makes both free throws.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Hardy is out there with Jordan Poole. Then it's George. Then there's Edwards. And it's Sarr in at the 5. And here's Hardy. 4 on the clock. The 3 from George. And it's Tyson with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Outside, George. Back to Poole. The shot's good on the assist by George. Poole's got 29 in the game.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Pass to Tyson. And here is Antetokounmpo. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, it doesn't feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all.
Edwards, no good.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just take the ball there.
Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Poole, no good.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Misfires on the corner three.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Now, here's Hardy. Back to Poole. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Shooting for Washington, Jordan Poole at the line for two.
And the first one at the line is good. Gaffey, he's checked in for Cleveland. He hits both from the stripe. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Tyson. Of course, we're in the world now of super agencies, which consolidate player representation. What do you think?
Kev, I think obviously it gives some more power to the players because of the bargaining leverage. But for player movement, does it give more power to the big market teams? We're going to have to watch this unfold.
Sarr's shot is off. Cleveland's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Giannis dunks it down.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Pass to George. Now Sarr. And the rejection by Embiid. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Williams is checked in for Gaffey. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Portis is checked in. Well, look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Clock is at 3. Here's Edwards. And he gets it to go from the corner. For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 7 for the field since the beginning of the fourth. Pass to Williams. Embiid sets the pick for Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Hardy. And that one misses. Collins checked in for Washington. And he sinks the second. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Well, Cleveland shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Pass to Tyson. The Cavaliers again can't hit. For Washington, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far.
And he's not going to miss those very often. Even from deep, the D has to close out a little stronger on him.
Giannis outside. From down in the low post, it goes. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points in the quarter.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
Sarr, the pass to Edwards. Nice ball movement by Washington. And they pick up 2. And that's now 7 points for Alex Sarr. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
His second, third team foul. At the line for Cleveland, Bob taking 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Goodwin's checked in. Then for the Wizards, Jared Allen comes in for Sarr. And it's Clark in for Jordan Poole. Greg, we see the NBA finding players for certain actions or statements.
multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Clock at 6. Allen at the screen for Edwards. That misses off the backboard. Cleveland has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter. 2 of them have fallen.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the outside. Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Oh, that kind of defense, it's almost as if they're just...
And despite his restrictions offensively, you still have to close off the lane or he'll burn you.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half, going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Embiid, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Sars checked in for Washington. Poole comes in for Rollins. Washington's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Back to Poole. Outside Portis. To the wing on the left. Song, the pass to Portis. Now Poole traps in the tray. Poole's got 13 points in the second half.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
And the Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Portis. Count it, good. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points in the quarter.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
Poole kicks to Portis. Doris, why is there so much parity around the NBA now?
Yeah, Kevin, I think the new salary cap rules have certainly contributed to what we're seeing in terms of that parity. Super teams are more difficult to assemble. The talent is more evenly spread. And obviously, it has made for a greater level of competition. What could be better?
That one drops for him.
And when Giannis is hitting that midi, best of luck. He truly becomes unguardable.
And it's Clark in the corner. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's green.
Yeah, this is not about charity, folks. That's his 4th giveaway already. He's letting his guard down out there.
So for the Wizards, Jared Allen's checked in for Song. And it's Hardy in for Edwards. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Poole. Over to the wing. Embiid with a screen on Clark. The shot no good. Tyson.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Poole finds Clark. Cavaliers with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Embiid the screen. A 3-pointer is right on target.
They are trying to close this out strong, and he's the man who's put you in this position.
Clark outside. Back to Poole. There's the 3. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night. You know, Doris, I'm not sure many people take into account what a grind the NBA season is.
I couldn't agree more, Kevin. And listen, these guys have the best of what's available. They stay at top quality hotels. They have incredible professionals that take care of them. But there is no making up for a lack of sleep when you've played a game at 8 o'clock at night. You leave the arena at 1, and you may arrive in your next city at 4 or 5 a.m. and tip off that night at 7. And this goes on week after week. It is not easy.
Caffey, he's checked in for Cleveland. And that one's good. Hardy.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Clark outside, three-pointer, and again, Washington with the triple.
3 points.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Pass to Giannis.
And with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
At the line for Cleveland.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Giannis.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Washington's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of it. Nice ball movement by Washington. No good from Clark. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Here's Giannis, and he uses the glass on the way.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Pass to Hardy. Clark left side. Every year, Doris, the NBA has a few points of emphasis they want to make. Anything you'd like to see emphasized?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, one thing that has to happen is we have got to give the defense a greater chance to succeed. We've tilted the game too heavily in the offense's favor, meaning too often at the rim, there's foul shots given for marginal contact. I think the defense has got to become more involved in the outcome of games.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Cleveland.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And we have watched this team all season long play with such tenacity, with the wins piling up on the year. This will make it now 61 total.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by Allen. Poole with it. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of the crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Giannis, congrats on the win. You had it going, and talk about that mentality.
I was just trying to be in attack mode. You know, my teammate did a great job, helping me, just being aggressive throughout the game. I think we did a great job, moving the ball offensively and just guarding hard.
And it showed in the second half, man. Thanks and congrats on the win. Back to you, Kevin.
Much appreciated, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in as we present our player of the game.